Welcome back to another Thor Media podcast. I'm your host, Sock from Detailing Made Simple. And again, we do this every single Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, here today we have a 2023 Corvette. And what this video is going to be about is just the engine bay compartment in general. So I'm going to try to enhance, as you see the walk around, the plastics all around here, because some of it could get polished a little bit to help improve the look of it. The owner did get this vehicle used, and we're going to dress the engine bay as well afterwards. Then we're probably going to apply a ceramic coating or probably ceramic sealant, I don't know, on the actual covers itself to help prevent it from prematurely getting this bad again. Now, as you can see, everything pretty much looks clean. All we're gonna do is just a quick general wipe down, but I'll do the general wipe down once I apply the panel prep ready to wipe off. But pretty much the engine bay and the engine cover is pretty much clean at this point. And yeah, so let's get started. I'm gonna bring you all in close and I will show you what I'm gonna use. And I'm gonna bring you all over here. Let me bring you over here onto this side instead. And yeah, this way it's a better angle so you all can see on what I'm talking about. And this is what I mean here is just it's pretty much fading pretty quickly. And what I'm going to do is grab a little bit of the gold standard polish. Just use code DMS at checkout for 10% off. And yeah, so I'm gonna add some gold standard there, and I am going to just polish away just this section. So I will show you all. And I'm gonna use it on the highest speed. As you can see, this plastic is just absorbing the polish like crazy. And this is the gold standard polish. It's not going to damage plastics, trims, moldings. It's not gonna burn it either. I'm just going quickly and lightly right over it. And as you can see, it already is a huge difference. And that is what I'm gonna do here. And I am pretty much removing the oxidation off of it. Now, I'm not gonna clean the pad like I typically always do with a pad washer until it gets super dirty. No, enhance the overall look of this engine bay. It's another piece done, and it's pretty much rinse and repeat from here. I'm not going for perfection whatsoever. I'm just enhancing it from that dull look to a bit of a cleaner look, because this vehicle, again, it's a used vehicle, and I'm just trying to bring back a little bit more of the appearance so that way it just looks more presentable. And I'm pretty sure the owner will really appreciate that look. It is a daily driver. The owner is not really, say, a huge car guy. He just loves the way a Corvette looks. He got it, and it's his retirement gift. And that's pretty much it. He's not out here racing, going to a bunch of car shows or anything like that. It's just somebody's dream car. And wipe it up. And as you can see, overall, just a much better look. We remove a lot of oxidation. Now, this is the point where I will actually go ahead and clean up the pad itself, because now it's definitely gunked up. And yeah, I'm just gonna finish the other side. Probably these little edges here and there, I may use my my towel with my hands, but that is it. Pretty much we've helped improve the look overall of this, and yeah, let's go to the next step. All right, everyone. So pretty much both sides are done. We did like I said, a quick pass with the polisher. It's not that we're really gonna revive or restore, the super faded dull plastics. That's just because of probably the previous owner having a very caustic chemicals damaging the things. Obviously, rain goes in through here, through some of the cracks, crevices, and also the engine does get super hot. It does perform for, I think, 430 horsepower. So yeah, it's gonna get hot. So those are pretty much etched in there now. The final step that we're gonna do here, and I was thinking of putting a coating, but the owner did say, he's like, yo, I do kind of want it to be a little bit of like a wetter look. So I am going to end up actually using a bit of Guardian tire dressing or Guardian dressing. So this is meant for plastics, trim, interior, exterior, and this is diluted in a 1:3. So I am going to enhance that look, and it's pretty much like a tire sealant, and it does last a while. And yeah, so that is pretty much it. We're not gonna add a coating on it, and probably it's the best bet too, because like I said, this is kind of faded. So we're gonna add this here on the plastic and see how it actually help dress it. So before we do all of that, now that we're done with the first process, is we're going to add Pelias panel prep. This is, to me, one of my favorite panel preps of all time, and you guys all know it. And I always use this pretty much frequently if I'm grabbing a panel prep. And yeah, so all you're gonna do is just wipe down the rest of the panels, just so that way the plastics has something to adhere to. And or not the plastics, the dressing has something to adhere to. And Pelias panel prep is such a strong panel prep. I love this stuff. It feels slick at first, then it gets super grabby afterwards. I did get in with my fingers as well with the microfiber towel as much as I could into a bunch of these crevices. But overall, we've made this look stunning. Now, very important, I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video, is make sure the engine is cool to the touch. This car has been sitting here since about like 10 in the morning, and it's already 1 p.m. and I had the mini split on and all that other stuff. So yeah, this engine is completely cool to the touch, and that is something that you always want to make sure is done. So yeah, now that everything is wiped down, I'll show you how I would traditionally put on any type of, say, dressing on a tire. And one thing I like about the dressing from Detail Co. is, or their sealant, is pretty much anti-static. It helps not attract really any dust whatsoever. And I've noticed that on wheels, tires, and even some other engine bays that I've used this product on, and we're going to use it today. Real quick, and I'm going to spray this on here just to see how it will end up turning out. And let me just wipe this in and see if it helps fill in some of those plastics, overall. So in terms of this, yes, it's going to dress it up. It's going to make it look nice. Definitely adds slickness onto it. And it did dress up the appearance a bit more, as you can see, from compared to that part where we polished by hand. And now we're up to the engine bay part. So yeah, so I'm just going to dress that down, add some layer of protection. There's no need to put a ceramic coating on here. Now for the engine, I'll show you. I'll just spray it on as such, and I'll wipe down the windows afterwards. No, you don't need to worry about it. So I like to spray it on liberally, just like that. And I like to grab a quick brush, but I just like to agitate and rub this in. You can also use Coach Kevin Motorplast. That's another it's another one that you could just spray on. But this one you really want to rub it in and give it that nice sheen, and make sure you're even all around. That's what I like to do. Come back around here, over to this side, and then after that is I like to let it sit here for about 10 to 15 minutes while it just seeps in. You don't need to turn on the engine to accelerate the process. Just let nature do its thing. Then 15-20 minutes, it'll level itself out, and you'll have a awesome deep rich finish. So that's it for that part. I'm just going to continue around the vehicle and show you the after results once I'm done spraying all of this. That's how it is. It's going to look just like that for now until it seeps in, and I will continue wiping down the rest. Alrighty, everyone, so we're pretty much done, and just the cover needs an extra like 5-10 minutes or so, but I'll show you the walk around afterwards. I just want to do the outro just to get this done. And yeah, so as you can see, we've revived and helped clean up and richen up the plastic that surrounds the engine bay. This is like flat plastic. It's not a porous plastic that you can easily just trim over. It'll just like wipe right off. So this is what we're dealing with here, but we did again renew it and help rejuvenate it some sort. Now for the engine bay, we did use panel prep from Pily's Panel Prep to wipe it down and deep clean the pores, even though the owner already took care of just cleaning it with his regular degreaser. And then from there, I just did the insurance wipe of using Pily's Panel Prep. That way we could clean everything, and Detail Co's dressing can actually stick onto the motor in itself on the engine bay cover. Now for dressing, I did use it in a 1-to-1 dilution ratio, and for me, I find that the best ratio in terms of durability and the sheen that it gives, because if you use it straight, you will get a super dark shiny sheen, and then on top of that, yes, you do get a little bit more durability, but for me, I found a 1-to-1 dilution ratio is perfectly fine. And then if you want to knock it down, just come down with a towel and wipe it down to knock down the sheen. But for me, this will be the perfect sheen that I'm sure the owner is looking for, and it will last a couple weeks for sure. Detail Co's dressing, I did find it to have some anti-static, has some water repellency, so it will stay darker and richer for longer. Now, one thing to know is I will be giving some of the dressing to the owner. That way in 3-4 weeks, or probably every month, he wants to just redress it, he can do that as such. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. All the products you can get at the House of Rags, just use code DMS at checkout. Hopefully you all enjoy the results, and yeah, I will see you all on the next one. Peace.